Unless you're Michael Jordan, you've never been retired before. So most retirees have 5 to 6 different income streams, arriving with different schedules and tax treatments. Poor coordination can cost thousands in unnecessary taxes and potentially deplete your savings years too early. Strategic sequencing of withdrawals from the right accounts at the right time helps protect your portfolio longevity. A deliberate paycheck system running on autopilot removes daily anxiety about spending and sustainability. Average Social Security check is about 1976, ironic, huh? Um, our bicentennial year. For most retirees, estimated benefits are based on your 35 highest earning years and claiming age. Um, Keep in mind the difference, all things being equal, between claiming at 62 and claiming at age 70 is 76%. For those with pensions, it's fixed monthly payments from government agencies, large corporations, or union employees if you got them. Traditional retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs. These are accounts funded with pre-tax dollars, which when you pull them out, they're fully taxable. And when you turn 73, or if you're a little bit younger like me, 75, that's when you got to start pulling them out, or Uncle Sam comes in and penalizes you. Then there are Roth accounts. These are the ones where you've already paid the taxes, and when you pull them out, assuming you meet the conditions, you have no tax liability. Taxable investment accounts. They're brokerage accounts offering flexibility with capital gains treatment useful for bridging gaps before other income starts. And then there's other incomes like rental income, part-time work, annuities, health savings account, or business income that will add layers to your income blueprint. Now, one thing I'll mention on the Roth dollars is there's an urge to spend them as quickly as possible because of I got one over on the government not paying taxes on it. And you need to resist that urge because sometimes it's smart, but most of the time it's not necessarily the right answer. So you use pensions and annuitized income to cover housing, healthcare, and basic living costs with guaranteed payments. Treat Social Security as a second guaranteed layer, claiming timing coordinated to maximize lifetime benefits up to age 70. Traditional account withdrawals provide flexible spending for travel, gifts, and variable expenses while managing tax brackets strategically. Roth accounts serve as a tax-free reserve for large expenses, emergency funds, or legacy planning without increasing taxable income. When you're taking withdrawals from the not Roth accounts, the traditional taxable accounts, you got to take into account that 2 years later, a decision to pull from there may cause your Aunt Irma to come knocking. So that's why you want to hold the Roth in reserve, because if you're getting close to one of those thresholds, you might want to go move the money from the Roth. It's all depending on the situation. Then there's this thing called sequence of return risk. Anybody that retired in 1999 or 2007 is familiar with this because as soon as they retired, the market dropped like a rock. And when you are selling assets during downturns, it locks in losses and reduces capital available for future growth. Two identical portfolios can have vastly different outcomes based solely on return timing. The first decade of retirement determines whether your portfolio lasts 30 years. The way you can deal with the bucket strategy or the sequence of return risk is what's called a bucket strategy. Okay, so this is how you coordinate your paychecks. Strategy one, you layered guaranteed and flexible income. Use Social Security and pensions for essential expenses, portfolio withdrawals for discretionary spending. Harvest tax brackets. When you're in the lower tax brackets, you might consider doing conversions or harvesting gains in your taxable accounts. For instance, if you're below $96,700 and married in 2025, you didn't pay any capital gains taxes. You manage Social Security taxation cliffs. Keep combined income below 32 to 44,000 to minimize Social Security taxation. The fact that the thresholds for taxation of Social Security have not moved since the early 90s makes this strategy difficult. There is a good chance some of your Social Security will be taxable. Strategic Roth conversions. Remember I talked about filling up the brackets? Well, convert IRA dollars to Roth during low income years to reduce future RMDs and tax burden. Create a cash buffer for sequence profession. This is that bucket strategy I was telling you about. Maintain a couple years of cash reserves to avoid selling equities during downturns. Coordinate spouse benefits. This is the really important one. Analyze spouse and survival options considering both lifetimes, especially because women generally live longer than men. And keep in mind, whichever spouse is got the better earnings record, they're the one that need to be especially careful when they take it. So if you claim Social Security too early at age 62, it reduces your payments 30% less than full retirement age. Now, some of you are going to say, Steve, you just said there's a 76% increase. Well, full retirement age for most people, not all, is 67. But I was talking about age 70 because Social Security benefits keep going up until you turn 70. Withdrawing from the wrong accounts. Drawing tax deferred accounts before taxable accounts increases your lifetime tax burden. Ignoring sequence of risk returns. No cash buffer forces selling stocks during downturns and locking in losses. Underestimating expenses. Healthcare costs and inflation create higher budget shortfalls, forcing higher withdrawals. And not coordinating income sources. Treating accounts separately results in suboptimal taxes and shortened longevity. Okay, your next steps. Inventory all your income sources with current balance, expected monthly amounts, and tax treatment. Calculate essential expenses versus discretionary spending to understand minimum income floor requirements. Review your Social Security statement online to see projected benefits at different claiming ages. Assess current withdrawal strategy and tax efficiency to identify immediate optimization opportunities. Schedule a retirement income analysis to review your complete financial picture. Receive personalized recommendations on Social Security timing and withdrawal sequencing. Develop automated monthly paycheck system that adjusts dynamically to market conditions. And you need to gain ongoing support and annual reviews to optimize as circumstances change. I have a client that was going to pull $40,000 from his retirement account. Since he's a New York client, his first $20,000 was not going to be taxed by New York State. As part of the plan, I suggested his wife pull $20,000 from her account, and he pulled $20,000 from his account. Currently, under New York law, doing it this way incurred no New York State taxes. If he'd pulled the full 40 out, the family would have been paying New York taxes on $20,000. Once you graduate, be it from welding school, engineering school, or law school, you're going to need a different plan for each of these stages that's tailored to your individual situation. During your working years, am I saving enough and is it in the right place? Glide path to retirement. Last 10 years prior to retirement. Will USS Retirement be shipshape on the appointed day? Retirement. How do I avoid running out of money before I run out of life? Legacy. Does what I worked hard for get to where I want it to after I'm done with retirement? You can reach me at herwirefinancial.com. I do in-person Zoom and phone appointments. I am licensed and registered across several states and can easily add states if there's a need. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, you can click on the Schedule an Appointment button in the upper right-hand corner of my website. Want to see more videos like this? Go to my website and click on the YouTube channel button. It's that red one. Please like and subscribe. If your friends want more information, they can follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. Those who prefer the good old-fashioned telephone, 518-631-2569. If you text me there, we will both be sad because I won't get it. Opinions voiced in this material are for general information only, not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance reference is historical, no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested in directly. All data is believed to be from reliable sources. However, No representation is made as to its completeness or accuracy. None of this is to be construed as tax or legal advice. Consult your advisor prior to taking any action. This information is intended to be educational, not tailored to the investment needs of any specific investor. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. No strategy assures success or protects against loss. There's no guarantee that a diversified portfolio will enhance overall returns or outperform a non-diversified portfolio. Diversification does not protect against market risk. Okay, everybody, America has been going strong for 250 years. Everybody have a terrific 4th of July, and I'll see you next time.